Hello dear students, my name is Balasubramaniam. Dear students, in this video I am going to share day before exam strategy, most powerful tips with respect to financial management. Dear students, you know that the paper number 11 is a combination of financial management and business data analysis. So 80% weightage oriented subject, financial management. So how we going to get the best marks from this paper? So concentrate this 50 minutes video. I'm going to give you the gist of financial management key concepts, right? Dear students, financial management, the question paper is a combination of two things. One is the MCQs, another one is a comprehensive problem. Okay, for the MCQs to handle, you must understand each chapter key concepts. And at the same time, you must have the logic behind one concept with another concept. And don't forget certain models which are covered. So each model, particularly you try to understand, in working capital estimation, debtors valuation is one model. Okay, working capital estimation and at the same time credit policy designing, like that, different models are there. Just to refer each and every model, right? From that model, there is a much chance to ask MCQs. Coming to the comprehensive. In comprehensive model problems, if you want to concentrate, means First of all, I'm going to tell you the few chapters. Keep it as a category 1. You fight to learn this chapter as early as possible. What are the chapters? The chapters are very short and the chapters are very simple. The chapters are very smart to score better marks. What are they? Leverage analysis, ratio analysis. Of course, in the ratio analysis, comparative statement analysis, common size statement analysis, trend analysis also gets covers. So ratio analysis, many of the people, they will concentrate that, yes sir, it is difficult because many ratios, several ratios we have to learn. But what to do here? It's a very important, right? But I will give you at the end some tips for this, right? And the leverage analysis. Thereafter, concentrate cost of capital and dividend decision. First, you give first priority for these chapters, right? Thereafter, never neglect another important is investment decision. In investment decision, capital structure, immediately you complete this two. And last, you concentrate working capital management and cash flow statement and funds flow statement, right? So this is the third category you concentrate, but simple, you have to complete all this one, right? Thereafter, what is that? From the leverage chapter, okay, Balu sir, leverage chapter is there. So what we have to identify, dear students, I will tell you, leverage chapter is there, no? In the entire leverage chapter, you see, there is a 3 models. One is what they give. They will give you income statement. They will ask you leverages to calculate. Number 2, they will give you leverages. They will ask you to prepare income statement. And number 3, they will mix both. But out of this, comparing to first 2 and 3, comprehensive models are very important. In the comprehensive model, what we have to understand? You'd see asset turnover ratio. 4 problems are linked with this one, asset turnover ratio. Margin of safety. What is the margin of safety? How do you calculate operating leverage from margin of safety? How do you calculate operating leverage from margin of safety? How do you extract margin of safety from operating leverage? Keep it in eye. And thereafter, the traditional dialogue, concentrate operating leverage, financial leverage, combined leverage. Contribution divided by EBIT divided by EBT, operating leverage into financial leverage, you will get the combined leverage, right? So that is, and one more key important is, while calculating financial leverage, right? So whether financial leverage is a favorable or unfavorable, they will ask you. In such a case, return on capital employed is greater than the interest to be paid. In such a case, it is a favorable, right? That point, keep it in mind. And another one is the financial leverage. When the preference dividend is there in the cost, right? That means the company raises preference share capital. In such a case, what to do with that? So you keep this eye. You keep eye on these points, right? Coming to ratios. In ratios also, the 3 models, if you observe it. Number 1, first one, they will give you some basic information. That is income statement they will give you. They will ask you various leverages. And second one, they will give you leverages and they will ask you to prepare income statement as well as balance sheet. That is nothing but profit and loss account, balance sheet. And third one is they will make you the complex. Yeah, many of the students has a doubt that, sir, how to study all the ratios. See, try to understand the basic question, what the investor, what the manager wants to know about the company. Whether the company is successfully running and what are its strengths, our company performance is what? only to know this one, right, we will study our, because the financial statement is a comprehensive in nature. Being a manager, you must be smart enough to get the information from this mass information, and you have to convey this to your investors, managers, okay, all the people in smartest way. That is the reason every corporate companies, right, the ratios being classified into 4. In order to remember that 4, right, keep it in word, clap. That is a capital structure ratios. Another one is a liquidity ratio. Another one is activity ratios. Another one is a profitability ratios. Every individual wants to know this one, right? So these are the ratios. You keep it in mind, and basing on that, you make a study, right? So then you have, what is that? Cost of capital. Cost of capital also very, very important, these students. In cost of capital, estimation of KE, KP, KD, KR, specific cost estimation is placed, very, very important. Under this KE, you have weighted WDV. Under the KE, you have CAPM approach. CAPM approach, concentrate on this. Cost of preference, cost of debt, cost of equity. Cost of equity, cost of preference, cost of debt, cost of retained earning actually. Then what is the treatment of flotation cost when assumption is ignored? And at the same time, calculation of weighted average cost basing on book value, basing on market value. So dear students, when basing on market value, you are calculating what, while calculating weighted average cost of capital basing on market value, right? Particularly with respect to retained earnings calculation, retained earnings calculation, right? So what about the treatment of flotation cost? When flotation cost is there, should we consider retained earning cost or not? When flotation cost is not there, then what is the treatment? So pay attention for that, and at the same time you concentrate marginal cost of capital. When additional funds are raised, in such a case, what would be the risk element of equity and what is the risk element of debt? You have to pay attention for that. And growth estimation, how many ways the growth asked? More than 3 to 4 problem, they concentrated only to estimation of growth itself. So that's why growth rate calculation also you keep it in mind. And coming to dividend decision, there are 2 models dividend decision. One is a relevant model, another one is a irrelevant model. In a relevant model, you know that Walter model is there, evergreen, evergreen, evergreen. Walter model you concentrate, how to calculate a dividend, how to calculate EPS, how to calculate R, how to calculate KE. Specifically, you know, because Walter model is not directly given. Walter model according to market price D plus E minus D into R divided by KE whole divided by KE. You check the study material, they never directly given what is a dividend. They used to give earnings, they used to give number of shares, they used to give what is that dividend retaining ratio. From the retaining ratio, you have to find it out. Dividend to payout ratio, multiplying with the earnings with the dividend payout ratio, you have to find the dividend divided by with the number of equity shares, you have to find dividend per share. So like that Walter model and Gordon model, coming to Gordon model, growth rate estimation plays very, very important role, check it out. And the Linter model also, and most comparing to 1 and 2, comparing to Linter, irrelevant model, Modigliani Miller plays very, very important play. Where this model argues that, either dividend you pay or not to pay, right? Market value of equity, market value firm will remain constant. So how it would be, how it works, you have to concentrate on this. So I told you the 4 stages, 4 formulas, right, which plays very, very important role, right? And coming to investment decision. Investment decision very, very important here, particularly with respect to NPV, profitability index. These are the discounting techniques. Very, very, very important models. In calculation of NPV and the profitability index, you know the treatment of working capital concentrate, subsidy is given concentrate, set off loss concept is there, identified. What is the treatment of tax? What is the treatment of depreciation in the presence of tax, in the absence of tax? You concentrate on that. And IRR estimation. IRR. So internal rate of return estimation, and another one is discount payback period, right? Then payback period. Comparing to payback period model little bit important, right? And finally ARR you concentrate this, right? Then coming to here, capital structure. Dear students, capital structure is a mix of long-term funds. So whose ultimate objective is to determine the optimum capital structure. In order to identify optimum capital structure, we concentrate EBIT EPS analysis and EBIT market price analysis. So coming to an EBIT EPS analysis as a debt percentage amount, right? Debt, while going on concentrating debt, right? Rate of interest increases. Such a key points are given in two problems. Pay attention. Thereafter, market price analysis. EBIT market price analysis and concentrate about the PE ratio, right? How PE ratio supposed to find it out the market price. Check it once. And the indifference point analysis. It is the level of EBIT at which EPS remains same between the two financial plans, right? Plan 1 and plan 2. How? By resolving, you have to extract EBIT, concentrate it. And at the same time, financial break-even point analysis. It is the level of EBIT at which EPS remain 0. So 0. So that is the financial break-even point. You concentrate on this. MCQ purpose very, very important. Coming to theories, you have a net income, net operating, traditional model is there, but come from the problematic point of view, concentrate model, that too market value of firm. Okay, when levered firm, unlevered firm estimation, how do you calculate in the presence of tax, in the absence of tax? This is place very, very important, right? Then coming to working capital management, superb chapter, but the thing is, very, very so the next one is working capital management, very important chapter, but it consists of several models, but you concentrate a few models, right? Because the time is very, very limit. So such a case, first concentrate on working capital estimation for working capital estimation for newly formed company, existing company, very, very important. In newly formed company, key important point is credit purchases estimation, and at the same time treatment of margin of safety. What would be the assumptions of conversion cost, and what do you mean by cash cost basis working capital estimation, total cost basis working capital estimation? You pay attention on that. And thereafter, debtors management. Debtors management also very, very important. Offering credit period, such a credit policy, how to evaluate, extending credit period. So this model is very, very important because presently we are offering 30 days. Next time you want to go with the 50, 80, 100 like that, right? So this policy plays very, very important, right? Then finally, a cash flow statement and funds flow statement. Cash flow statement, funds flow statement, the cash flows, comparing to cash flow statement, I personally argue funds flow statement little bit important, but it would be easy because some of the concept covers in the working capital estimation. So that's why cash flow statement, funds flow statement give the equal importance to both the concepts, right? And finally, the key points, what I would like to say, set fire past, okay, don't think about the last exam, how you have done, set fire for that year. And at the same time, don't peep into the future. Don't think that tomorrow how it would be certainly, okay? And be relaxed, put the efforts, right? Your efforts is the results, right? How best you are going to put the results you will get, right? So you will certainly get the best results. Whatever the points I conveyed, right, within a short span, make it all the analysis, right? And prepare well. Be peaceful, make best effort, right? All the best. Jai Hind.
Hello everyone, greetings of the day. This is about business data analytics day before exam strategy that you need to follow for gaining better marks in the subject. This is purely a theory subject. You can score very well if you focus on certain important areas. Now coming to the first lesson, introduction to data science for business decision making. So in this lesson, what are the important areas that you need to study? Let us see. So in this lesson, you please focus on types of data in finance and costing. And another important area is 6 phases of digitalization. That also you please study. And next you please focus on 5 principles of data ethics. And finally, don't forget to prepare about professional skepticism. So these are the most important areas that you need to study in the first lesson. And now coming to the second lesson, data processing, organization, cleaning and validation. In this lesson, the most important areas what you need to study is data cleaning and its steps of data cleaning. You please prepare them well, and also study about data validation, data distribution and data organization. These are the most important areas that you need to focus in second lesson. And now coming to the third lesson, that is about visualization, which is a very easy chapter, The areas that you need to prepare well includes the importance of data visualization, what are the objectives of data visualization, and how to prepare a data visualization report and what are its advantages, and what the most important thing is, what are the different tools of visualization. This you need to prepare well. And now coming to the fourth lesson, that is data analysis and modeling, the important areas that you need to focus is, in this lesson you will definitely get process related, steps related. So one very important thing I wanted to tell you is, please focus on the questions related to steps and process. Any question related to steps, like steps of data cleaning, steps of data analytics, steps of data visualization. In this way you please prepare. And if you observe, the most important questions in this fourth lesson is the process of data analytics, the benefits of data analytics, what are the steps in data mining, what are the techniques of data mining, what are different business intelligence models, and also you need to prepare well about artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and don't forget to prepare cloud computing and its types. And finally, the most important things are, you need to study about descriptive analysis, that is descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. So you study about all of these things, which will definitely give you good marks along with MCQs. Prepare well for the exam. All the best. Thank you.